it's phenomenally early this year, but the downside to all of that is that as everything grows out and flushes out and flowers out more, it becomes more and more tender. So it is much more subject to frost damage or snow damage should that happen. And of course, it might be 28 degrees today, but there's no guarantee that we won't have snow at the end of next week. This is Alberta. I only have to change one letter to turn it into Alberia. Our normal frost-free beginning time is about the 25th of May, so we've got about 3 weeks to go yet before that happens. Certainly a lot of things can be planted out at this point, and bulbs and seeds and potatoes and any dormant roots and trees and shrubs can be planted. We can pretty much go to town, but all the tender bedding plants you see around behind me here, we advise some caution there. You take your own risk when you plant your material, and be advised to cover material. All the fruit trees and the fruit bushes, it's a phenomenal spring so far for them. And there's lots of bees out there, I've noticed this spring too, so pollination is going well. The only risk we have when they're blooming this early is if we get a frost at bloom time or shortly after, it'll abort all the flowers. Pruning at this time of year is still quite possible. Ideally, we should be done pruning at this point. However, things like roses and those shrubs, I'd often advise waiting till the middle of May. But middle of May weather has come at the end of April this year, so I just advise leaving them until you can see what's actually survived the winter and what hasn't, and then just remove what's winter killed. Birches and maples, we leave until midsummer or early summer. And those things that flower first thing in the spring, like the spireas and the lilacs and the forsythias, those we prune when they're done blooming. So it's a few weeks or a month down the way yet. Most familiar piece of advice to new gardeners is stick to the basics. Just genuine good soil, genuine regular fertilizer, some good watering practices, and make sure those plants that need sun and heat are in the sunny spots, the shady ones in the shady spots, and you will have phenomenal success that way.